partnering with Excluded Media. I'm here with Kevin Jackson. So what have you been up to? I know you're working on a bunch of projects, and we haven't seen you on Fox anymore, so fill us in.
Okay, so I got fired from Fox because I was the man who tweeted that during the time of the Kavanaugh hearings that the women accusers of Kavanaugh were lying skanks. And I only wish that I had a better word. But yeah, so that's why they fired me. And I think it's Fox's mistake because a lot of people have started to recognize that it's not as conservative as people think. And I think it's going to engender a lot of people to take pause and ask themselves, when can we really start telling the real, raw truth? When you're feeding into leftism, as we've seen, they want to kill babies. They want people to get money for never working. They tell you that walls don't help, and keep people out and things like this. It's ridiculous stuff. But I don't blame them. I don't blame the left for doing it. I have a cousin, every time I see him, he hits me up for $10. And finally, after the third time, I said, when you going to pay me back the $20 that you owe me, right? But if I keep going, he's going to keep hitting me up for the money. So we let leftists hit us up for the money, and we give it to them in the form of our tax dollars. They do crazy stuff with it, and then we complain. Well, you know what? This type of an event, the work that you and I and many others do, this is where we get to stop it. And I think, honestly, we're at a point right now where we've had the first opportunity to really put this thing to bed. Because one thing that your viewers have to understand is it's never going to stop. They're always going to blame us for something. And my grandmother would say, you give them a ham but put under each arm and they're going to ask you for bread.
It's an ongoing, like you said, it's an ongoing culture war. And it doesn't seem like we're winning. I mean, sure, Trump is the president right now, but the youth is just inundated by leftism and socialism, and you don't even hear a conservative viewpoint. In fact, when I go back to New York or I go to inner cities, I meet people who've never met a conservative in their life, and there actually is an opportunity there for them to talk to them and open their eyes. So what's the GOP doing wrong, and what are you doing about it in your new endeavors?
So what the GOP is doing wrong is that it's incestuous. They got the same people running campaigns, doing the same thing. The only thing that's changed in the GOP, being blunt, is Trump, his style. That's what's changed. So to your point, we have to back him up. Now, what are we doing? So first thing we did is we started teapartycommunity.org in order to get rid of the dependence on social media of the left, because they're strangling us. They got a stranglehold on us. The second thing we did, it's not coming out yet, but we have a competitor to Netflix, so we're going after Hollywood. And that comes out April 2nd. Amazing filmmakers from all over the world who, it's not about a message. They make good, great films that they just want you to watch. But they don't make Supergirl a lesbian for shiggles, So that's the kind of stuff that I wanted to do. So we're throwing shot over the bow of Hollywood, right? And then the final thing is we're going after education. They teach young black kids to become social justice warriors. For what? So you can go out there and have to work flipping burgers one day? How about you get a job in science, technology, engineering, math, accounting, law, whatever, and do something meaningful? Or how about you really pursue your passion? How about we help these kids really understand that you could be a metal worker or a woodworker or an artist if you cultivate that sooner and don't go into the treadmill of leftism. So that's kind of stuff we work on.
Why don't you touch on what you think about Jussie Smollett? Why is it that they're so effective, the left, at painting us as these hatred racists and hate-filled racists, and then it's all a hoax we see?
It's all a hoax. And the funny thing about Smollett is it identified so many things that we talk about all the time. You write about this stuff. Many of us talk about it. They set the fake narrative that these great folks, look, we're both people of color. There is no hassle ever at any event we've ever done. And I know you would say the same thing.
Absolutely.
I'm a decent looking dude. You're a smoking hot girl. And I promise you, they look at us and go, those two are smoking hot. No, that's not what they say. but my point is, we never get hassled. These are loving, giving people, hey, Kevin, let's go have a drink. Let's go have dinner. But they want to paint us as homophobic, xenophobic, blackophobic, or whatever else. And so when Smollett did that, he identified exactly what we've been saying. You guys are nothing but liars. You make this stuff up. It led right into Trump saying it's fake news. Don't believe it. It's a fake hoax. Well, but what was so bad is it was overwhelmingly fake. if we had gotten together and said, let's come up with the most fake story about Jussie Smollett getting attacked, we couldn't have come up with a better fake story than that scenario. And this dude was trying to make it look real. But it just goes to show you to what level these people think we are stupid. And to what level they think the narrative is of a gay guy getting attacked by Trump is just going to get brushed under the rug as to what really happened. So in a way, it's so good that it happened, you know?
Yeah, and there's lots of hoaxes that have been, there's like hundreds of attempts of leftists trying to paint us as the KKK, even though that they're the party of the KKK.
Right, but and that's what I said. Whether the idea is to take the lunacy of the left and make you think you're the one that's stupid. So they want us to believe that walls don't work. They want us to believe that killing a baby at birth is okay. You crazed lunatic that wants to protect a child at birth? And we're going, well, I thought that was what I was supposed to do. And they're going, no, that's wrong. Well, common sense tells you that's not wrong. That is 100% right to do. But we buy into it. And that's why I said, stop buying the nonsense these people are selling and start doing things the way that you know they need to be done. Follow your instincts.
Where can we buy into this new Netflix endeavor, or what's it called, and where do we find more about?
I'm not going to give any names out in there, and I know it's the wrong thing to do, but we're working on the site. It's got about 50 movies up. We got 2,000 movies to load. So I just don't want anybody hitting it going, there's not enough movies up, because, you know, conservatives every now and then will whine. I want them to know what it's coming, but it's going to be $4.99 a month for the first 100,000 viewers. You can go kick the tires. We'll let you on for free. You'll see it's stuff you've never seen that is amazing, really interesting.
Well, at least where can we follow you then so we can find out about all of these great projects?
You can follow me at kjradio.com.